We're here at the 2022 Global Online Marketplaces Conference in Miami. So Frank is from Matelso, so thank you very much for joining us today, and thank you very much for sponsoring the conference. We're very grateful that you could be here. What does Matelso do?
Thank you for being with you today. What we do is that we are a service provider for the marketplaces in the context of call tracking. So when you have a visitor on your website or in your marketplace looking at a specific listing and you want to count the inbound phone calls, this is our core technology, what we offer today. But of course we can do a lot of more things, but in a buzzword, that's it.
Okay, so with call tracking, how far do you go? Because there's logging of a call, there's analysis of a call, there's redirection of calls to the right place, there can be integration with chatbots. How far does Matelso go within this environment?
We want to get totally technology agnostic. We want to get rid of a discussion which is the most important channel. Is it the chat? Is it the phone call? Is it the email or even a video call? Our platform gets rebuilt actually, and we will provide a platform which will support all channels, which will prevent any political discussion what is the right channel which should be used or be part of a platform. This is where we go to, and we will be able to provide this kind of service by end of year.
Okay, and if I'm a marketplace and I want to integrate what you do, how easy is it to actually integrate your services into my platform?
I think there are two categories of customers. First, customers are smaller. They would like to get started. Of course, they have a UI, user login, where you can arrange and customize everything by hand. And the more sophisticated customers have an API where you can run hundreds and thousands of transactions per minute, per hour, whatever.
Okay, and what sort of reporting do I get back as a marketplace?
Well, it's quite challenging, not a challenging question, but it's an interesting question. I mean, we have learned during the last 24 hours that the entire business is data-driven. And I play a little bit ball back. The question is, what do I do with the data? What we observe in a lot of projects is data gets collected first, and then later people think about what should I do with the data. I strongly recommend, tell us first what kind of business process you would like to set up, what kind of data you need, and then we can look in our back end and provide it for you. And this is the kind of approach we prefer, rather than say, here's a bunch of information, do something with it.
Right, but the bottom line is that your products will help improve the quality of service that I can provide as a marketplace, at the same time reduce the cost of providing those services.
If the cost is going to be reduced is something, and I think the question is, do we add value? And I think yes. It's always a question of abstraction level. What I have learned during the last years is that a lot of marketplaces want to get more transactional.
Yes.
Amazon as one blue book to be copied maybe. And I say, not be careful, but be aware of, then suddenly you get in process and transactions you don't handle today being a marketplace.
Right.
The big buzzword is here, conversations. So you have an audience on your website and make sure that the audience you generate on your website is the right audience you want to have for your transactions. And be ready to have transactions which are supporting conversations. I think the buzzword conversations is the right one where we would move forward into, to enable these marketplaces to make the shift from being a pure marketplace, become an e-commerce player. And this is also part of our Matelso case, that we have a couple of customers, not only in the marketplace industry, but also in this e-commerce industry, which have different logics and demands on what we provide as solutions. And we are ready for these kind of transitions, and looking forward to have the very first marketplace becoming the e-commerce business case.
No, I love what you guys do, so thank you very much. Thank you for coming to the conference, and all the best with the growth of your business.
Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.